Good afternoon. This is Lance Dixon with Curriculum and Training Systems, and we're here to share a little more information on principles of learning. Last week, we talked to you a little bit about ways people learn. Now, this is not the laws of learning. This is the ways people are learning. Imitation. I see you do it, I copy what I see, and I imitate you. The way that we learn. Okay? Insight. That aha moment when a conglomeration of a lot of things that you may have heard kind of come together and you actually gain understanding about whatever the principle or task you're trying to perform is. Association. I know this information from the past. Now I'm comparing it with information that I'm dealing with right now. I'm looking at what's similar. So I'm taking what I know from the past and comparing it to what I'm dealing with in the future or at the present, and I'm learning from that comparison. Then there is trial and error. Trial and error is about doing something, making mistakes, learning from your mistakes, doing it over. It's a process. Sometimes it goes back and forth. Not necessarily the best way of learning, but it is a way of learning. And the last one is transfer. It's kind of similar to association, but association is more of a mental process. Transfer is when you're actually applying things. The example we gave last week is young people working with the new Xbox. They know how to work the old one, so now they're taking all that information and knowledge that they got, applying it to the new thing, and the only thing that they're learning now are the new differences. They're not learning the whole program. So ways that people learn, that's what we talked about last week. Now this week, what we're going to talk about is a little bit of what we spoke of a couple of weeks ago. We spoke of what I called the founding fathers of learning, and we talked about 5 individuals. Well, this week, we're going to talk about one, and that one is Robert Mager, who's known as the founder of objectives. Now, when we're talking about objectives is not necessarily a learning principle, but it's how we develop certain curriculum and tasks so that we can learn a process better. Let me go into it a little bit further. An objective, something you want to accomplish, a task you want to perform, something that you're trying to succeed at. An objective, according to Mager, has 3 components. First, there's the behavior. Behavior is always expressed in some type of verb. I will run. I will fly. I will, whatever the verb may be. There's a behavior. Then there's a condition. Now, conditions is things that you need in order to accomplish that objective. Let's say the objective is we want to build a house. That's the overall objective. This is what we want to accomplish. Well, conditions are you may need certain material that's necessary in order to do the building. You know, carpentry material, hammer, nails, wood. Whatever those conditions are, that's a part of the objective. And that last part is some type of standard. Now the standard can vary. Let's go back to building the house. It had to be built in accordance with a certain code depending upon what municipality you live in. That code is the standard that you got to build. So the objective is given the tools to build a house. I will build a 3-family or a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house according to the city codes of Las Vegas, Nevada. We got the behavior, building, we got the condition, the tools, carpentry, wood, whatever you need to build a house, and we got the standard, the city code of Las Vegas, Nevada. Those are measurable objectives. Keyword, measurable. You have to be able to measure whether you accomplish the task. If you can't measure it, it's no good. Well, that's all we have for this week. If anything we said was helpful in any way, please subscribe to our channel. Also, share the information, share the YouTube video with others in your professional field. They may learn something, they may get something out of it. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see certain links that will provide you information about some of our services at Curriculum Training Systems, as well as some of the products we offer. Thanks again, and we'll see you next week.